Well, here's the latest on our ag market activity. I'm Marlin, Bohling, your tour guide to these ag markets, and we did have an overnight sale of some soybeans to China once again, a little over 200,000 tons this time, and again it was for deferred delivery. So we'll chalk up yet another sale for soybeans, but no mention of corn again, and that's really starting to be a bit of a concern to some people. Let's take a look at our last trades right now in the market. Our quotes are provided by Bar Chart. Corn is doing fine, thank you. We have May corn, even with no mention of overnight sales, 34 cents higher. That's not too shabby, huh? Now 33 3/4 higher. So 724.5 is the last trade. It did touch limit up earlier this morning. December corn, the new crop month, is up 15 3/4, make it 16 higher. Now we're at 623 1/4, about 7 cents off of our overnight high. Now let's switch over to soybeans. How are they doing? Currently, you have the May contract 38 cents higher at 1674 3/4. But hold the phone, we're off of our earlier high by 23 cents now. That's kind of interesting. It was really surging there for a while, but still pretty strong nonetheless, up 37 cents. Now November is trading 30 3/4 higher. We're at 1466.5 right now. Well, in the wheat market in Chicago, the May contract is now showing a trade of 984. That would be limit up, 50 cents higher. July is 42 1/4 higher. Yes, we're back to the 50-cent limits here today. Kansas City also limit up on the May. We're 50 higher at 10.03 per bushel. And July now 46.5 higher at 987 1/4. That's on new crop. On Minneapolis, you have May 34 1/4 higher at 1028 1/4 on the May contract. July up 36.5. For those of you watching the cotton market, you have the May contract up 191 points today. It's at 121.03. December up 153 at 101.89 on the high of the day. Well, we're joined by Ben Hushon of the mill in Whitehall, Maryland. And Ben, for one thing, it looks like weather is finally clearing out for you folks. Just wondered how you're coming along with field work for this time of year and how that fertilizer situation is holding up for you.
Good morning, Marlin. There's probably two things that I wanted to cover a little bit this morning. We're going to start by talking about a different type of manure. For the viewers, I sent in some pictures of chicken manure piles sitting around, and they go, what in the world are you talking about that? Well, with all the fertilizer price inflation we've had since last fall in Pennsylvania, southeast corner of Pennsylvania, there's a lot of layer and broiler houses. And that manure gets hauled all over the place and stacked out all winter long, more so this year than ever, because most folks kind of wait till closer to spring. But the only farmers that tell me they got enough this year to help offset some of their fertilizer use are those who literally started hauling as soon as the corn was shelled last year. So that has, and you mentioned weather. Weather has finally gotten to where ground is fit to get on this week. And of course, you can't forget all the price changes you've been talking on this very news and radio station the last couple of weeks. There's definitely a lot of excitement about getting out and getting started. And one final thing, the second thing is today is March 1st, and most people go, okay, well, so what? In Maryland, by law, we are not allowed to apply any nitrogen or phosphorus until March 1st. So you can only imagine what's happening today. Unfortunately, some of the ground is fit for it.
All right. Well, thank you for the update. And I know that's a deadline that everybody looks forward to. Appreciate the update, Ben. Thank you. We'll talk with you next week. Ben Hushon of the mill in Whitehall, Maryland. We'll pause here. I'll get you updated on our livestock trade right after this.